Question for you. Are you tired of being in debt? Are you tired of giving away your hard-earned money to businesses and other people? Yeah, I thought so. Because we're the same. I was at the same point in life, January of this year, January 2024. I made a decision to pay off my debt. I'm so happy that I did. I've learned so much on my journey. Those of you who have followed me, you guys know where I started in about May or June of this year. I said that I was going to pay $25,000 off by the end of 2024, and I'm still on track to make that goal happen. I have another video coming out where I'm going to give you guys a little update about how I'm doing and how the end of this year is looking. But I've learned so much from the beginning of this year to now October 2024. We're ending off the last little bit of the year, and I want to help those who don't know where to start, but they know that they don't want to be in debt anymore. They know that they are sick of wasting their money on debt, and they are stuck in a hamster wheel, and they're just trying to get out but don't know how to. So this video is for you. If any of that applies to you, keep watching, because I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide to make a plan and actually get you out of debt, and some advice on the end on how to stick to your journey too, because it's not an easy journey, but it's definitely doable. There's only 3 steps that you need to follow to get on track. And those 3 steps are: 1, take an accounting of your debt. Figure out what you actually have to pay off, because there might be some debt that you don't even know about, or some debt you forgot about. You just need to take an accounting of everything that you owe and everything that needs to be paid. If you don't know all those off the top of your head because it's a lot, or you don't trust yourself to remember everything, one easy, sure way to find all your debts is to go to your credit report. You can use Credit Karma, which is what I use, free resource app. I check my credit all the time, but some banking apps actually show your FICO score now. I don't know how reliable those are in comparison to Credit Karma. Credit Karma lists all the debt that I have owed, except for any off credit reporting debt, which you should know. If you don't know, then that's going to be a little more difficult to find. But that's the first step, to check your credit report. Use Credit Karma, or you can use freecreditreport.com agency or something. You can get them once a year. I'll include some links in the description below, some places that you can actually check your credit report and see what debts you have. If you feel like you have some debt off of your credit report, then a way to find those, you can go through your email and see if anybody's been sending bills or the paper mail. You can go through your bank statements to see if that will give you some kind of inkling, or show you a vendor or creditor or someone that you've been paying money out to on a consistent basis, and you can call them and get notes of your balances. So after you get all of your debts, you're gonna list those out and see where you're at. This might be overwhelming, but it's okay because we need to know where we are at now so we know how to tackle it. Don't be scared. You need to know where you are so you can know where you're going. Okay? So now we got all of our debts listed out. Boom. Check. Step 2. Now we need to choose how we're going to pay this debt off. There's 2 methods that you can choose from. 2 tried and true methods: the debt snowball method and the debt avalanche method. These are going to get you out of debt faster than just paying the minimum payments, or paying a higher amount of the minimum payment to random cards or all cards at the same time. These methods will get you out of debt quicker. So you need to choose one of these methods if you're ready to get out of debt ASAP. My favorite is the debt avalanche, the one I use. The debt avalanche method prioritizes paying off the highest interest rate debt first. So let's say you have 5 debts. You're going to list all your debts out, and you're going to list all your interest rates out with those debts. You're going to see the one with the highest interest rate. In that particular debt, you're going to pay as much as you can towards that one, while paying the minimum payment on the rest of your debt. So if the minimum payments of all your debt totals to be $200, but you have $1,000 that you can put towards debt, you're going to put $200 towards all your minimum payments, and then you're going to take that $800 and you're going to throw it at the debt with the highest interest rate, and you're going to keep doing that until the debt is completely paid off. Once that debt is paid off, then you're going to take the however much you were paying in total for that particular debt, and you're going to put it all towards the next highest interest rate debt. And it just keeps going and going until you're debt free. And that way you pay the least amount of interest as possible. Now, that's my favorite, but the debt snowball method is great too. It's the exact same concept, but instead of paying the one with the highest interest rate first, you're going to pay the one with the lowest balance first. So if you have 5 debts again, whichever one has the lowest balance, that's where you're going to take that extra $800 and put towards the one with the lowest balance. So you still pay the minimums on everything else, and then throw everything that you can towards the lowest balance. You're going to knock that one out, and the same thing. Take everything you were putting towards the lowest balance and put it towards all your other debts. So that way, you'll also get out of debt very fast. You will just pay more interest than you would in the other method. However, this method is great for beginners and people who need like the sense of motivation, like, ooh, I just paid something off, because you're gonna pay off the smaller debt quicker, so it's more rewarding. So it's like a trick to your mind. It's like a little mind hack. And you can always start with the debt snowball method, and then once you feel like you're in your zhuzh, you know what you're doing, you're paying off your debt, and it's just going. Then you can move over to the debt avalanche method to save yourself some money. So it's really up to you. This is your journey. It's what works for you. You need to trick your mind. You need to make it work, okay? So do what you have to do. So after you have your method, now you're going to create your plan. And to create your plan, you need to, one, have a budget. You need to know how much you can actually afford to put towards debt a month. 2, you have to have a system to track your progress. A spreadsheet, an app, a template, something to create your plan and track your progress. I created a template for myself when I started my journey to list out all my debts. Do the exact same thing. I have my interest rates up there, how much I'm going to pay towards each debt, and I am giving it away for free. So if anybody needs a spreadsheet, you want to start with it, you want to use it on your journey, that's great. I put the link in my description below, and I've also put it in my bio. So if you guys want a free template to use to manage your debt, create your debt payoff plan, you can use that. There's also some bonuses in there. I created a debt to income ratio calculator as well as a net worth calculator. So those 2 little bonuses in there too, but it's completely free. You can use it to help you on your journey. If you have any questions on it, feel free to reach out. I love talking about this kind of stuff, and I love helping. You can use that, or if you want to create your own spreadsheet, you can. If you want to use mine as a guide, you can. If you want to get an app, whatever you need to do, if you're a paper and pen kind of person, that's fine. But you need to create a plan. You need to track your progress, and you need to have a budget to make sure that you can actually afford to pay a certain amount a month towards your debt. Those are the 3 steps that you need to follow to pay off your debt. That's literally it. So you've created your plan, now you just gotta stick to it. It's really just that easy to get started, okay? However, I do understand. Clearly, I'm going through the process myself, so I understand it's very difficult. I've struggled myself. However, it is so rewarding, it is so worth it, and I see the light at the end of the tunnel. You have to stay on track to get to this point to where I'm at, to where you see the light at the end of the tunnel. There were some very dark days. I feel like I always knew I was going to make it. I would say that I didn't. There were some times I didn't know, but I've been pretty determined on my journey since the beginning of this year. I don't know what shifted in my mind and in my heart, but I was like, I'm just going to make this happen. I'm tired. I'm ready to be rich. I'm ready to be wealthy. I'm ready to be successful. I know the steps. The actual steps to do it aren't difficult, but it's more of a mental thing. Give you guys some advice, some tips that I learned on my journey and that you can use to stay the course on yours. Be committed to yourself. You have to put yourself first when it comes to this journey. People are going to invite you places that you normally would go, or things that you would normally do, you would normally spend money on, but you have a goal that you're trying to accomplish. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do anything and not have any fun. However, you are going to have to sacrifice some things, some outings. And that's hard because I feel like as people, we are designed to want to keep up with other people. We don't want to feel left out. We have FOMO, all the things. But you're the only person who is going to care enough about you to make sure that your future self is good. The people who are inviting you places, they want to spend time with you, they care about you, they love you. But I'm sure they would want you to prioritize yourself and your goals. One thing that made this a lot easier for me is I told my family and my friends ahead of time that I was not going to be doing anything for a whole year. And like, that's extreme. Like, I'm still doing stuff. We have Friendsgiving coming up soon, which I'm really excited about. But other than that, I haven't really done much this year. Like, I've gone to a few comedy shows here and there. I've gone out to eat. Like, I've still enjoyed myself. I've had an amazing year. However, I have, like, said no to trips, like big trips. I haven't gotten on a plane this year. I still had to sacrifice, but I didn't make this year miserable. You have to find a healthy balance for yourself, but put yourself first. And let's say you fall off track. I don't know. Let's say you completely just say, forget this journey. I want to go on a trip, whatever have you. Whatever you did, you racked up some more debt. Take responsibility. Address why that occurred and get back on track. There's no, like, I fell off, I'm going to stay off, I'm just going to be in debt forever, giving up kind of thing. That's not an option. We don't do that over here, okay? We take accountability over here. We realize what we did wrong, and then we fix it. No matter how many times you get off track, get back on it, okay? Don't fall off. And if you do fall off, get back on, okay? Sometimes it happens. There's been a few times this year where I used my credit card and I told myself they were emergencies, but I didn't have to. I fell off a very tiny little bit, and I made up for it the next month. I figured it out. I made sure it happened. That's why a budget is so good to have, because I made sure that I was able to do that, because I am a budgeter. I am always budgeting every single month, so I know what's going on with my money, and I know what I can and cannot allow to happen. So even though I did mess up a little bit, I was able to quickly rectify the situation. Like I said, I'm still on track. Things happen. Life happens. I had a repair at my house, at my primary residence, and my rental. So I had to dip into my savings account. I did not want to do that. But, life happens, and you just have to keep going. Stay on your journey. Stay consistent. Remember why we're doing this. So if I haven't made it painfully clear already, a huge part of this is going to be making sure that you are in the right headspace. Making sure you have the right mindset for this journey that you're about to be on. I really think that this is like a self-care journey, honestly, that I have been on when it comes to paying off my debt. Because I'm choosing myself first. I'm choosing my future self first. I'm making sure that the things that I choose to do and spend money on a daily basis benefit me. It's not like I don't spend money anymore, but the things that I do spend money on make my life easier. Like, I don't spend money on takeout and stuff like that. I spend money on a walking pad in my office. Things like that will make me healthier. And I feel like this journey has also lended itself to my personal growth journey, because it really makes you disciplined, it makes you focus, it makes you determined. It gives me more time to focus on my businesses. It's an all-around journey. It's not just being debt-free. Taking control of your finances is really taking control of your life to a very large sense, because you're not going to be doing a lot of things that you used to do. Like, your whole life is going to change when you come on this journey, and it's so rewarding, it's so fulfilling, it's so worth it. It's a beautiful thing, and I encourage each and every one of you to just start. Some of you might be looking at all your bills like, it's a lot, I'm struggling now, you want me to pay off my debt? How am I gonna do that when I can barely afford regular life and existence? First, you need to see where you're at. In my opinion, you're just assuming that you can't do this, you can't do that. If you see where you at, if you create a budget, look at my how to budget video. I give you some suggestions on how to do that. You start your budget, go through your debts, list your debts, create your debt payoff plan. Just start. You've been making something work somehow. Might not be good ways, but you need to know where you're at to know what you need to change, even if it's small changes. Even if small changes here and there, we can all change something that we're doing. We're not victims of our lives. Don't just accept things are hard, this is how it is, blah, blah, blah. Nah, don't do that. And make more money. I'm gonna say that all the time. Always make more money so you can make your money work for you. No matter how good your budget is, if you're debt free, the answer is to always make more money and figure out how to manage the money that you do have. I've announced this, but I started a business called Finance Mindset Academy where I coach all things financial literacy, which is a huge passion of mine if you can't tell by now. But I help specifically young adults. I specialize in helping young adults because I feel like that's who I was. Like, that's who I needed when I was younger. I needed somebody to teach me financial literacy that could have prevented me from being in so much debt or putting myself in a position, digging myself out of a hole. And I feel like so many of us are doing that now. The economy's terrible. It's hard for everybody out here. So I don't just help 18 to 35 year olds, but I help everyone. But that's who I specialize in. At Finance Mindset Academy, I specialize in the 6 financial literacy concepts that I talked about in my previous video. Those are savings, budgeting, investing, credit, debt management, and taxes. You know I love taxes. I'm a CPA. I also help with tax preparation. I don't just do financial literacy coaching. Under Finance Mindset Academy, I do financial literacy coaching, but if you're a client, I also help you with your taxes. I do tax preparation, compliance, and planning as well. So that's what Finance Mindset Academy is. I'm taking on new coaching clients. I put the web address to my website below. You can go on there. You can schedule a free consulting call with me for 30 minutes. I will pretty much explain the program to you, see if we would be a good fit, how to move forward, and all that good stuff. I'd love to help you guys on your journey. This is a free way to get some help. Watch YouTube, use my debt-free template, and I also have a free resource guide that I created. It's called Building Financial Stability. I also put that link in the description box and in my bio. You can get a free copy of that too, and that goes through all 6 of the different financial literacy concepts. You can use that for free to help you on your journey. I hope it helps you. I hope that you have good fortune on your journey. I hope that this journey is everything that it needs to be for you. I hope that you are successful. I hope that you start. I hope that you make it happen. I hope that you're committed. I hope that you are blessed. That's all I have for you guys today. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Bye.